So here is our quote to get our meeting started. It says, be authentic, be genuine, be real, be yourself. So I just thought, kind of briefly talking about what we talked about last week, really branding ourselves, reflecting on, does our profile picture, is it a good example of who we are? People aren't confused that is, who you say you are. The featured photos, just making either a note on your calendar or whatever it may be to look over them, whether it's every couple of weeks or a couple of months, just to kind of mix them up. And then your cover photo, making sure that, being authentic to yourself. So whether that means creating a collage and showing creativity that way, or just having a positive quote, whatever it may be. And then just keeping up with posting and making sure that you have a variety of posts. On Friday, I think what I'm going to start doing is do Friday favorites and look back at everyone's posts throughout the week and pick out, some coaching posts that really stand out that I feel, they all have done a good job on. So, in case y'all are wondering where that came from. Okay, so moving on, the 3-week yoga retreat. For coaches that are not on this call, if you have any people that are in the group, I've added all of our coaches in there. So if you see one of your challengers in the group that are commenting on things, just give them a little extra boost of encouragement. Just know that we're only posting once a day because it is a free group. We're not giving them a ton of information. They're not really having to check in per se and like rating themselves and things like that. It's just a way for us to get people in the door, to hopefully giving them a taste of what we can offer and then transitioning them over to becoming part of our group. So if you do have someone that signed up, make sure that in 3 weeks you send them the reminder, hi Ann, that their on-demand will be expiring. So that way, we set them up for success. And we're just talking about the yoga retreat. Yeah, so if you, just really fast, if you have anyone in there and you see that they're commenting, just hop on and give them a shout out. But y'all, I'm in charge of this first week. Whitney's in charge of the second, and then Ashley is in charge of the third. So y'all don't have to worry about posting, just if y'all have any people in that group that you want to give an extra love and support to, or feel free to do the yoga group yourself. So, okay. So I think when we made the video for the November challenge group, I think when Ann and I were talking about it, we thought, well, who's going to want to do it during Worst Fest? But then it just doesn't make sense to have 2 weeks off between this group and the next group, because we had people in today, and like one of the challengers reached out to me and they're like, I can't wait until I guess they could wait till the 14th to start over again. And I was talking to Whitney, who's my success partner, and they're actually doing their prep week next week, so the 31st instead of the 7th, because we had said the 7th, but really it's the 31st. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, and also another reason why we need to have it a different week is because this week would be the invite week, so that way we can all hit Success Club, because if we wait until later on, you know, if we went with our original dates, then none of us would hit, I mean, we could hit Success Club, but it's going to make it a little bit harder. So this week, focusing on inviting people to the November challenge group. So this week's invite week. Next week would be prep week. And then day 1 is November 7th. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
And so what I can do tomorrow, I can list out just different topics that you can focus on when inviting people. But I know Ann and I did this before where, you know, just a different topic every day. So that way you give people a variety. When you are sending out invites, you know, do one in the morning and then the next day maybe in the evening and then the next day in the afternoon. Try to hit different time frames because you have to think people aren't just sitting on their phone waiting to see what you have to say. I mean, some people may, more than likely not. So trying to mix it up, trying to do a picture of, like with you, a picture of a challenger with their permission of their results of before and afters. I mean, there's no rule that says that you have to get their permission, but just out of respect, you don't want to plaster someone's results out there and then they're mortified. Doing a live video invite. Doing a recorded invite, whatever, but trying to mix it up and trying to have fun with it. If you want to tag us in it, you can. You don't have to, but just know that that is always welcomed and an option. So, go ahead. Do you have are you good, Ann?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you. So here's a little. I'll share my screen, and hopefully y'all will be able to see the pick monkey. So I haven't posted this to the group yet, but I was just kind of playing around with it. So this would be October 31st, so prep week. Then day 1. And then it would go 1, 2, 3, and then end here. So that way then prep week just flows right into it and they don't have a lull. The VIP group, like the main group that we're essentially a part of, they're going to do a 3-day free group. And then Ann and I had thrown around the idea of doing the worst fit 3-day free group because Worst Fest is the 4th through the 13th. So ideally getting people moving, it's just going to be like quick workouts and I can create all of them. Or if there's someone that wants to do one day, totally can, but just very simple, effective, short workouts because it's free and people are not going to do a 30-minute long free workout. I mean, it just is what it is. And so we had thrown around the idea that if they complete all 3 days, then we'll give them a little surprise. So that is that. And then, so ideally, if they like it here, then maybe we can catch them for here, even though that is kind of a gap, but that would kind of be our hope is to get them. So ideally we're inviting here. So during our prep week, so what makes it nice is you always have material. So this week you're focusing on inviting for the group. Next week you're focusing on inviting for the worst fit group and kind of going from, you know. So any questions about that? No? So, oh, go ahead.
Okay, this week we do the invite for the November challenge group, and then the following week which would be, we would do, what day do we start doing the worst fit invite?
You can do it anywhere the week of like Halloween, the week of the 31st.
Okay.
So, and I mean, you can certainly invite past challengers, but the goal is to get new people in to kind of spark their interest. So, and then I was going to ask what y'all's thoughts were with the November group, with instead of doing 1 week at a time, like if we just did a pattern where day 1 was me, day 2 Ann, day 3 Mom, day 4 Kristen, day 5 Darcy, and then rotate. So I would be day 6, Ann day 7, Mom day 8, and just cycle through. So that way, because I felt like when Kristen was in charge, I felt like her people started talking more. Yeah. Like this past week, I noticed it seemed like her challengers that she brought on were more active in it. And I don't know if it's because she was doing the post or they just finally were like, oh, well, it's week 2. Let me start talking, you know? So I'm just throwing it out there. We don't have to decide right now. But I thought maybe that would be nice. And then maybe we won't feel so overwhelmed with like cramming in a whole week, and that would space it out. The only thing is I don't want people to get confused on what day they're in charge of. So that's the only thing. So just an idea, and we can figure that out next meeting, because then we'll need to figure out. But if we do decide to do a rotation, what I can do is do the timeline where it has your topic of the day, and then it'll say Ann, Becky, Jenny. So there's not any confusion, but you're just responsible for the morning post and the afternoon post. And then I would even be okay with if I just tallied up each week to know the prizes. So that way, you know, then there's no confusion.
Are you doing the tallying now?
No. It's whoever is in charge of that week. So, like I did preseason, Ann did week 1, Kristen did week 2, so then you would be in charge of week 3. I am more than happy to help you tally or do it for you, or you can do it.
I just need to know how to do it.
Yeah. Well, I can get with, it's super easy, so I can get with you and do it. One more thing about November. I really miss having the Facebook group. I love running it through groups because, like, on my phone it says I have 277 alerts. And I'm like, how the heck do I have that many? Like, I don't understand. I think I just need to push clear. Here's the catch, though. If I understand correctly, on the team spirit thing that we all signed up for, that's just like a Beachbody incentive thing, I believe that you have to have, and don't get this stuck in your mind, but I think it's like 4 workouts they have to log and like 4 Shakeologies they have to log a week to like get double points.
Okay, so we need to use a tracker.
I think so.
But yeah, on driving home today, I was thinking to myself, pros and cons. Mm-hmm. Pros of the tracker, cons of the tracker. It has a lot of pros, mm-hmm. but it is annoying too, and I'm hoping they fix those glitches. But like, it's easy to follow their logs, their logins of the shakes and all that, obviously. I'll show you, I think I told you this, but like when I see their comment, I write on my paper that they commented, and I just delete the post. I get it out of the way. I forget about it. I've addressed it. It's gone. But I also like the copy paste message from, oh my God.
Right.
That is so easy. But then, like, I can't post certain pictures. I can't do certain things unless I've literally just the last week downloaded a picture on my phone or something. But I can't use, like, my archive good stuff.
Right.
So that's a con. But, yeah. So I hope to be getting a new phone or getting this one fixed.
I think too, I'm just so comfortable with Facebook, and it's just my jam, and I just love it. And so I don't know.
Like, I'm like, okay, I'm already checking that, and then I'm checking my Fitbit. Now I got to go to my challenge tracker, and now I got to go. I just completely forgot about Instagram and all that. I got time for all that.
Yeah.
And there's something else I'm on. Snapchat. I don't have time for that. Anyway, so I'm just like, now I'm like, all these things I have to check.
Yeah. So I feel like for the challengers, if we had a Facebook group and then we said, oh, but by the way, can you go log your Shakeology and log your workouts over here, they're going to feel like we feel like there's too many.
Exactly.
You know, and it would only be for our selfish reasons. We need double points. So.
Exactly. And I think it would just confuse them too much and maybe even give them a bad taste, and then they walk away.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, I posted on our VIP page about it, asking to see if I was understanding correctly. No one has responded, so I'm going to ask on the call tonight, and I will let y'all know what. But just so we know if we're doing the challenge tracker or that. And in the app, the My Challenge Tracker, Beachbody actually has posts that they have already created that we could actually just slide on over to. So that may be a thing too, but what we would have to do is all stay on the same page of posting what they're posting, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because if we have a theme and then the theme doesn't match up with their theme, you know, I don't want it to.
Yeah.
But what we could do, I'll play around with it if we do that and see, and maybe the next call I'll have it figured out and I can show y'all on the computer, but figure out how we can take their posts and then maybe make it our own. Because I don't know. I don't know. I like putting our spin on it. You know, I like having. So anyways, so yes, goals this week to get as many challengers as you can. If your goal is 3 challengers, you need to think 10 challengers because it never fails. You'll have someone that can't figure it out, or they'll say, oh, I ordered it, but then I didn't really, so I'll just wait till next time. Or have your goal set high so that way if it doesn't happen, then at least you get those 3. Second goal is when you get a challenger, just go ahead and sign them up for the discount program right off the bat. Because as Anne learned, her person didn't, and so now her person has to do 3 extra steps just to get the discount instead of just doing it right away.
Mm-hmm. And that almost scared her off. It was torture.
Yeah.
And we did it.
And you know what? Sometimes if you have someone that is just really they're so precious and so special, sometimes I just say, can I do it for you? The only thing is you need their credit card number, you need the last 4 of their social, and that can scare people too. But then other people are like, here you go, do it. Like Pam, she gives me all her information and then I just run with it. So, yes. So what's awesome for y'all is if Mom, you need one more, and Ann, you need one more, and then y'all are Emerald, which is so great. Yeah. So if y'all just y'all need your goal is 3 challengers, but for all of them to be discount. Oh, what, Mom? 6, 10. You need 10. I like that.
I'm so frustrated with the yoga thing because I have one question about that.
Mm-hmm.
If they decide they want to do it tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
Patty.
Totally. I mean, it's a free group, so they totally can. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Anne, did you have anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm going to show y'all a really quick video. I love this guy. I think you should, when you're looking for some personal development, he's your guy, and you will love him. And he's going to talk about inviting and how important it is, even when you feel like you're down in the dumps and don't want to invite. Think of this guy. So at any point, if something resonates with you, lift your hand up and I'm going to pause it. But here you go. He's awesome.
Coach Caleb from
Can y'all hear it?
Does
Yeah.
anybody else out there have a fear of inviting? It's our number one vital behavior as Beachbody coaches, but it's also the number one thing we completely like to skip. Let's be honest, it's scary and uncomfortable at first. I bet some of you out there know exactly how that feels. Here's what I learned. It's exactly like skydiving. I am not jumping out of a plane. I am not jumping out of a plane. I am not jumping out of a plane. Oh my gosh, that was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Okay, so maybe it's not that intense, but I promise, as soon as you jump out of the plane and start making your invites consistently, your business will fly. See what I did there? To help you guys get to that point, though, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for overcoming the very real fear of inviting. Here we go. Tip number 1, build relationships. I used to have this fear that people were automatically going to assume that I was a jerk just for inviting. The best way to conquer that fear? And build a relationship with the person that proves to both you and them that you're not a scumbag. It's that simple. When you build a genuinely deep and loving relationship with somebody, you can share your message and purpose with that person without fearing repercussions. They trust you and you trust them. Tip number 2.
Okay, so really fast, on your checklist, you should be reaching out to people every single day, spreading sunshine, starting conversations, and those are the people that you're going to come back to invite.
2, change your vocabulary. When I first started, just the word invite used to freak me out. If that's the case with you, change the word to share. Honestly, that's what it is. You're sharing an incredible opportunity for change. Sharing is caring, and it's sexy too. What about the word no? That one really used to freak me out. But check it out. If somebody says no to you, they didn't actually mean no. What they meant to say was no, not right now. Realize that by sharing your opportunity with them, you've planted a seed. And they will come to you when the time is right and they're ready to grow. Tip number 3.
So, breadcrumbing. Every single day, you should be doing a little something about your business. So, whether it's like the other day, I did a crock pot meal and I was like, okay, now I'm going to go get day 11 in of T25. Have a great day. Bye. And it wasn't over the top. It wasn't, hey, watch my entire workout. I was talking about crock pot meal and hey, by the way, I'm going to go work out. Bye. So sharing my journey with my Facebook world.
Number 3, remember your purpose. If you're scared of inviting people, it could be because you've forgotten your purpose as a Beachbody coach to help people. You wouldn't have signed up as a coach unless you wanted to do that, right? The problem is, as soon as you take the focus off of helping other people, by default, you've put the focus back on helping yourself, and that feels icky. Inviting is not about you or your growth. It's about them and helping them grow. When you remember the purpose behind a good intention invitation, it's hard to feel negatively about that. Tip number 4.
So really fast, I had a mopey May and all I cared about was hitting Success Club. And I totally took my focus off of why I started coaching and was just so focused on, I have to get challengers, I have to hit Success Club. And that month I had 0 Success Club points. The next month I got over myself and reminded myself why I set out on this journey. And then I had challengers.
More, think bigger. When I first started, I had this fear that nobody I invited would say yes. And guess what? That fear came true. Why? Because I only invited 5 people to avoid a 100% failure rate. Just invite more people. When you start 5,000 conversations, your chances of finding a yes skyrocket. Think bigger. And finally, tip number 5, just go do it. This is network marketing. And if you want the residual income, the freedom, the reward, the joy of helping people, you gotta man up. Bite the bullet. Jump out of the plane. Rip off the band-aid. Click the button. Send the message. And make the phone call. The fears we create in our mind will always be there until we conquer them. I believe in you. I know you can do this. You just have to go out and use my tips and invite now. And hey guys, I worked really hard on these videos. If it helped inspire you to get out there and invite and face your fears, please like, subscribe.
Okay, we all get the point of what he's going to say. So, I love him. I definitely feel like if y'all are looking for a YouTube person to follow, he is amazing. So, I would definitely write down his name, Caleb. Do what?
I can't see his name.
Oh, it's Caleb Thomas. And he is awesome and he's wonderful. And most of his videos are in and out and inspire you and help you really understand, like, what is an emerald? What is a ruby? What is a diamond? That's all I did when I very first started, was watch videos of him. So I hope that y'all found him. Oh, yes.
I have watched one of him.
Oh, good. Well, keep on watching. I hope that you found it inspiring, and it is not too late, maybe for some of us, if Wayne is home, to send some invites to people and just be creative and step outside your box and have fun with it. I don't know if y'all saw my ugly sweater. And my, like, I was really proud of that one. And everyone that has commented has been coaches, but that's okay. I know that there is someone else watching out there that will hopefully reach out, or I had a lot of likes, so I'm just going to reach out to all those people, inviting them to November. So,
Cool.
Anyways, any questions?
Nope.
Nope? Okay. I will stop recording. Wave goodbye, everyone.